And then they heard that the Buddha appeared on this earth, and they thought all other people, they can accumulate merit by making offerings, but they have nothing to offer, and what a pity this was. And so they decided to still make an offering of this cloth, and just to go like this. So they washed the cloth and they folded it nicely, and then bravely they went where the Buddha dwelt, completely naked. Actually made the offering of this cloth, and then all other people around were so amazed. They thought, oh, these people are so brave. They have only one thing, one possession, but they offered it to the Buddha. And so they decided to offer them clothing and food and housing, and immediately they became actually quite wealthy. And then each and every life they were born with clothing. And then the man reached arhathood earlier. And then the lady was born as this bhikshuni with the white dress, as really intelligent, really beautiful, and who could reach liberation effortlessly.
Oh yeah, what is it? That the magic showing that this is love.
So the eighth precept is to cultivate the three that must not decline.
Lamala mugu nyamba meba chekche anu lojon la lojon cha nyamne cha troba kato cha troba nyamba meba niche anu kusum lunga yisum phada yoba mona thonda yoba chisum ote da menyamba chis otsumbutere honto
lunga yisum
phame ma chis phame ha worba phada ndemba
laso. So these three things that must not decline, what are they? The first one is our faith and devotion and respect towards the Lama. And then the second one is the joy towards study. And the third one is the mindfulness, attention with regard to our body, speech and mind.
Oh yeah,
so we can stop here tonight. So if you have questions, we can take maybe one or two.
Il est dit que commettre une mauvaise action envers un bodhisattva est un karma très lourd. Et d'un autre côté, en lisant Shantideva, on voit qu'il prie pour qu'un être qui lui ferait du mal ou qui lui ferait quelque chose de négatif puisse en tirer un grand bénéfice. Alors entre la force de la prière du bodhisattva et le karma de l'être malfaisant, qui est-ce qui gagne finalement?
Chanchu Sembala Naba Chena, Tigba Misibe, Chambo, Sagre Sigitu, Suchinetidu, any Gesi Shiwale, Chunjuk Nalola, any Gesi Shiwalagi,
Never Chanteva,
Timari, Chick Chanjuki Semble Ngala Nova check that.
Just the Gan never check and the Vejun and Chancellor.
Timari. Zeta, cause Semje Ngala Nova Chena Digre, Ngala Dungna Digre, Ngala Chikzubla Digre. That's it. That then this Kegito, the country younger ko semchen chigi ta gezi shiwala nana digba sayra yinayang takan tikante to say
yinda yin ta de tanda lozo nyamlen singi de yege ani bige lu gora semje be tonda be lusim kanga semje tonda bige ta to ge chara ba 전주 선바됐어. 제가 semje delaya ta 지 안에 두자라베 가리네 지 쉬야 가르체비네 어tel 가다 맞지 셔버려. 텔은 내베 지샤를 봐 못해. 그래. 다 르 진스게 텔라 가대지. 주디 가셔 제게야. 수 가지지야. 텔은 내봐 말 랭아이 뭐 제도 죽스. 땅 모스비게 간다. 아니 때든 내봐 샤트도 체조 갖게 가사디 매스. 내 르진사 괜찮아 인스 제제. 다 그래. 전좀 두기야 돼. 찍대래. 니네 전주선 만나봐 잖아. 디버사 그래서 돼. 템바 땡냐. 내일 단도 전주선 배 딘데 두기야 돼. 템바 땡냐래. 뭐이 내소리. 전주선 발라 너봐 잖아. 전주선 바디 찍이네 심지 탐지기 비게 간다. 댄사 진다 더 붙여요. 심지 탐지기 비게 댄사 어떤 너비 심지 탐지 너비 예바 지고 차고 봐. 어디 송인장 디버사사데 딱다래. 이내야 아니 전주 선발래야 내가 비게 가라스 비게 디체니 디버사제 동의 중에 딘 데블 타마텔래야 단 데바 중사르 봐. 상부 데바 중 안기 당보래. 어디면은 예배 데바 중장we 전주 선배 명람 되게 똑. 어떤 안 너바 친 가르 컨디지네. 아니 비게 산제 고반다 가리네 딘데 토비야 땡게 데바 토바 용쇼 스페 투기 고래 체다 취니 타르 가르스는 예배 데바 샤비네. 아니 비게 타르바 탐지 kimbe 고반은 바 티두 그래. 고 데바 티용게 디송고요래. 데바 매발에 년제 중에 야가래. 즉수 주셔는 디 야가 쓰고.
So it is true, Ali. The question is, it is said that there's a lot of negative karma accumulated if we harm a bodhisattva. And on the other hand, Shantideva in his text says that sentient beings can hit him or insult him and mistreat him, and so he kind of he prays for sentient beings to kind of harm him, and that prays that this would become a cause for their benefit. So how do these two go together? So for a practitioner of mind training, this practitioner has already given up his body and mind for the sake of sentient beings by his generating bodhicitta. And so if sentient beings say bad things to him or harm him, etc., then one should not retaliate in any way. And one should think that just to let them be, and that my body and my mind already have been given to those sentient beings. So actually it belongs to sentient beings. So they can do whatever they want. So this is the practice of mind training. Then of course it is absolutely true that by harming a bodhisattva one accumulates huge negative karma. And the reason for that is that bodhisattvas are like people who take care for all sentient beings, who are the support for all sentient beings. Therefore, if we harm them, it is like harming all sentient beings, and that's why it is such a negative karma. And a great negativity comes from harming bodhisattvas. But what is crucial is to kind of trigger a connection with such holy beings as bodhisattvas. So of course, if it is a good connection, positive connection, it is the best. But if it's a bad or if it's a negative way of making a connection, although maybe in the short term it would engender lots of negativities and rebirth in low realms, etc., then later, thanks to the great power of their prayer, and thanks to the amazing power of their bodhicitta, praying for the benefit of all sentient beings, including those who harm them, praying that whoever comes into contact with them receives great benefit and be guided by them in the future. Then later on, even though we might have had a negative connection, thanks to that, one can be guided to liberation and omniscience.
Oh yeah, what is it? Chanju Sambalea Kanda begin Java Sha to Vina. Soon as Chanju Java Sha to Vina. What I'm going to deep melon top da Poju Bigi Kasa, somewhat champion dog. What a rang turned out Ganga been to dredge the Yungu. Make Gava Mavison Tizu. What a Java can Sha to mess water. Savin. Yama. Any mega comlia, Lumbajina, Lama Shangs, Lama Shangs, Chanju Samba, one at Tane. That day, any church song, one at Tane, Lumbadi Momgan watching Mado, Yongzo, Loma Jun, one at Tane, that dinner, Chanju Samba Kang, Shibuji, Abuchung, Penguchung. Amakan go that Mizanji, Koran Chibo, Suchi Mengi, Chigo, Bet Kondo Tawong, Ajet Sabo, Suchi Madunga Dukja Shibuji, Dukja Mastaka. Jazan. Then never unicorn, never chichoma, choose walk over. Teaching Lama Shangi, any gone to Shantape took the Talumba di Nalia, any baby. Jida Mikangala, be never chen, Sunday, Sangwideva. She will watch on so going on it. Turned that Chimbuchito, that day, Ama can go to that Chitoma, that day can go to Sangwideva and Yambedeva Shana. More. Niech Quagandona, Nembendeva, Mercy to Jai Lapshan de Gota. Nembedeva Shan and Deva Shata, Nemon Capshana, Yahweh Musam. And to do Zamba any the Casa more can what the more the Casa Delia, Amadio, Shinga was huge, yard. Lama Shang, Tashion, Shinga, the Tai Pa Yu. The Shinga Yona, Momajari Jagrava, Amade, Jari Jabrosana, Conguyer. Jari Kavaja, then you get much of the Takan. Yamba tell the Katasta, Yamba did the Yama just Takari Jago, Tinga. Lama Shangla, Tubuta, Lapshana, Lama Shamana, good devas, Yambedeva Chungua. Deva Kun, Kokava Kun Merda. Ah, the Yama, Yamba did the Gamashan. Did they in Deva Kun Machungre, what did they wear? Just a Devachi Chungna, Shivia wear, Ontachana.
So, if one can actually make a connection with a bodhisattva, then by the force of our prayers and by the force of the great mind of bodhicitta, then and by the force of their prayers and by the force of their great attitude of bodhicitta, then all of our goals will be accomplished. Actually, it is said that those unfortunate ones who have no merit can't actually make any connection with such holy beings. Long time ago, in the Tibetan region of Kamra, not such a long time ago, in Kam, there was a Lama called Lama Shang, and he managed to really make very good connections with all the people of this country, except one old grandmother. And all of us really had faith towards bodhicitta, etc. But not this grandmother who was just always very angry and very mean. And of course she would never go to take teachings. And so there was no way she could make a connection with this Lama. And so then towards the end, the Lama thought, well, this is excellent. I've been able to have a very positive connection with all the people of this country, of this region, but only one person I couldn't make a good connection. Only this grandmother, I haven't managed to make a connection with her. So so he thought, then if I cannot make a good connection, at least I should try to make a negative connection. At least there would be a connection. So if only she could insult me, then I would pray for her, and then it would be okay. So he goes to see this old grandmother, and she had a field next to her house, and she was sitting outside, and so it was a very nice field, and then he came in the field riding a horse and stamping everywhere, destroying all the crops, hoping to make her angry and for her to insult him. But instead she was just laughing and looking at him and saying, "Oh, look at that crazy guy." So there was nothing to do for him. If only she could insult him, then they would have made this connection. But there was nothing he could do for her. So she was like this, not angry. So we stop here now.
Okay.
Sorry. Page 87, 87. Oh, sage et petit,
Chanju Semjo Rinpoche, Mayemba Nange Gyöje, Geba Nyamba Neba, Gone Kondo, Evara, Sho, Kanji Rabe, Korve, Shingandere, Pandan Dewa, Malun Junvene, Shenre Senwan Denze Gyazui, Zeden Pado, Tenguru,
245,
245. Shavala Salava Ende Me Zeve Tere Jene Rese Te Me Kene Woyen Boyen Jama Beleya Kayen Jene Keve Soyen Gene Songawa Loyen Sayen Tayen Mala Salava and Me Zeve Tere Jene Rese Te Me Kene One boy jama bele yang kan jene kebe so gene song kawa lo san chan be shabala salawa endebe. Okay, good night.